विघ्न विनाशक गणनाथा विघ्न विनाशक गणनाथा विनाशक गणनाथा गजानना हे गजवदना गजानना हे गजवदना गजानना हे गजवदना गणनाथा 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 प्रणवस्वरूपा गणनाथा प्रणवस्वरूपा गणनाथा पतिपुरीश्वर गणनाथा पतिपुरीश्वर गणनाथा पतिपुरीश्वर गणनाथा पतिपुरीश्वर गणनाथा गजानना हे गजवदना गजानना हे गजवदना गजानना हे गजवदना विघ्न विनाशक गणनाथा गजानना हे गजवदना गणनाथा 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 प्रणवस्वरूपा गणनाथा पतिपुरीश्वर गणनाथा गजानना हे गजवदना गजानना हे गजवदना गजानना हे गजवदना विघ्न विनाशक गणनाथा
सुगुण मनोहरी सुंदर वदनी सुगुण मनोहरी सुंदर वदनी सुगुण मनोहरी सुंदर वदनी सुगुण मनोहरी मंदहास मुख शशिवदनी शशिवदनी मन्दहासमुख शशिवदनी मन्दहासमुख शशिवदनी चन्दन ಚಂದನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಅಲಂಕೃತ ವದನೆ ಚಂದನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಅಲಂಕೃತ ವದನೆ ಸಾಯಿ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಿ ರಾಜರಾಜೇಶ್ವರಿ ಸಾಯಿ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಿ ರಾಜರಾಜೇಶ್ವರಿ ಸಾಯಿ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಿ ರಾಜರಾಜೇಶ್ವರಿ ಸಾಯಿ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಿ ರಾಜರಾಜೇಶ್ವರಿ ಓಂ ಶಕ್ತಿಯೋ 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 ಸುಂದರ ವದನೆ ಸುಗುಣ ಮನೋಹರಿ ಸುಂದರ ವದನೆ ಸುಗುಣ ಮನೋಹರಿ ಮಂದಹಾಸ ಮುಖ ಶಶಿವದನಿ ಮಂದಹಾಸ ಮುಖ ಶಶಿವದನಿ ಚಂದನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಅಲಂಕೃತ ವದನೆ ಚಂದನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಅಲಂಕೃತ ವದನೆ ಸಾಯಿ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಿ ರಾಜರಾಜೇಶ್ವರಿ ಸಾಯಿ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಿ ರಾಜರಾಜೇಶ್ವರಿ ಓಂ ಶಕ್ತಿಯೋ 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 ಸುಂದರ ವದನಿ ಸುಗುಣ ಮನೋಹರಿ
ಬಾಲ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಸಾಯಿ ಬಾಲ ಗೋಪಾಲ 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 ದೇವಕಿ ನಂದನ ಗೋಪಾಲ ದೇವಕಿ ನಂದನ ಗೋಪಾಲ ದೇವಕಿ नंदन गोपाला
देवकी नंदन गोपाला
बाल गोपाला साई बाल गोपाला
बाल गोपाला साई बाल गोपाला
वसुदेव नंदन गोपाला
वसुदेव नंदन गोपाला
वसुदेव नंदन गोपाला
वसुदेव नंदन गोपाला
यशोदनंदन गोपाला
यशोदनंदन गोपाला
यशोदनंदन गोपाला
यशोदनंदन गोपाला
नंद गोपाला आनंद गोपाला
नंद गोपाला आनंद गोपाला
नंद गोपाला आनंद गोपाला
नंद गोपाला आनंद गोपाला
साई गोपाला सत्य साई 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 गोपाला
बाल गोपाला साई बाल गोपाला
बाल गोपाला साई बाल गोपाला
देवकी नंदन गोपाला
देवकी नंदन गोपाला
बाल गोपाला साई बाल गोपाला
बाल गोपाला साई बाल गोपाला
वसुदेव नंदन गोपाला
वसुदेव नंदन गोपाला
यशोदनंदन गोपाला
यशोदनंदन गोपाला
नंद गोपाला आनंद गोपाला
नंद गोपाला आनंद गोपाला
साई गोपाला सत्य साई गोपाला
साई गोपाला साई गोपाला
साई गोपाला सत्य साई गोपाला
साई गोपाला सत्य साई गोपाला
बाल गोपाला साई बाल गोपाला
देवकी तनया दयानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे कृपानिधे दयानिधे कृपानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे दर्शन दीजो देव देवा दर्शन दीजो देव देवा दर्शन दीजो देव देवा दर्शन दीजो देव देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दीनानाथ साईनाथ दीनानाथ साईनाथ दीनानाथ साईनाथ दीनानाथ साईनाथ देवकी तनया दयानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे दयानिधे कृपानिधे दयानिधे कृपानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे देवकी तनया दयानिधे दर्शन दीजो देव देवा दर्शन दीजो देव देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दर्शन दीजो साई देवा दीनानाथ साईनाथ दीनानाथ साईनाथ दीनानाथ साईनाथ दीनानाथ साईनाथ देवकी तनया दयानिधे
दशरथ नंदन रामा दया सागरा रामा
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 रघुकुल तिलका रामा सत्य साई श्री परंधामा
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 दशरथ नंदन रामा दया सागरा रामा
दशरथ नंदन रामा दया सागरा रामा
अगल्योद्धारक रामा शाप विमोचन रामा
अगल्योद्धारक रामा शाप विमोचन रामा
अहल्योद्धारक रामा शाप विमोचन रामा
अहल्योद्धारक रामा शाप विमोचन रामा
शिरडिपुरीशा रामा पुट्टपर्तिपुरी परंदामा
शिरडिपुरीशा रामा पुट्टपर्तिपुरी परंदामा
शिरपुरी परंदामा
शिरडिपुरीशा रामा पुट्टपर्तिपुरी परंदामा
दशरथ नंदन रामा दया सागरा रामा
दशरथ नंदन रामा दया सागरा रामा
रघुकुल तिलका रामा सत्य साई श्री परंदामा
रघुकुल तिलका रामा सत्य साई श्री परंदामा
दशरथ नंदन रामा दया सागरा रामा
दशरथ नंदन रामा दया सागरा रामा
अहल्योद्धारक रामा शाप विमोचन रामा
अहल्योद्धारक रामा शाप विमोचन रामा
शिरडिपुरीशा रामा पुट्टपर्तिपुरी परंदामा
शिरडिपुरीशा रामा पुट्टपर्तिपुरी परंदामा
शिरडिपुरीशा रामा पुट्टपर्तिपुरी परंदामा
शिरडिपुरीशा रामा पुट्टपर्तिपुरी परंदामा
दशरथ नंदन रामा दया सागरा रामा
जय जय वैष्णवी देवी माँ 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 जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ साई माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ साई माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ साई माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ साई माँ शेरा वाली माँ जोता वाली 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 माँ पहाड़ वाली माँ जय जग जननी साई 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 माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ साई माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ साई माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ साई माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ साई माँ जय जय वैष्णवी देवी 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 माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ साई माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ साई माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ माँ जय जय माँ साई माँ
जय जय माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ साई माँ
शेरा वाली माँ जोता वाली माँ
शेरा वाली माँ जोता वाली माँ
पहाड़ वाली माँ जय जग जननी साई माँ
पहाड़ वाली माँ जय जग जननी साई माँ
जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ साई माँ
जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ साई माँ
जय जय माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ साई माँ
जय जय माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ साई माँ जय जय वैष्णवी देवी माँ जय जय वैष्णवी देवी माँ
सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा साई सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा साई
सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा साई
शिरडी के अवतारा
शिरडी के अवतारा
परती के अवतारा
परती के अवतारा
मेरे बाबा मेरे साई
मेरे बाबा मेरे साई
मेरे बाबा मेरे साई
मेरे बाबा मेरे साई
साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम
साई राम साई राम साई राम
साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम साई राम हिंदू मुस्लिम साई हिंदू मुस्लिम साई हिंदू मुस्लिम साई हिंदू मुस्लिम साई आते हैं तेरे द्वारे आते हैं तेरे द्वारे आते हैं तेरे द्वारे आते हैं तेरे द्वारे मिलते हैं तेरे द्वारे मिलते हैं तेरे द्वारे मिलते हैं तेरे द्वारे मिलते हैं तेरे द्वारे साई राम 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 सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा साई सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा साई परती के अवतारा परती के अवतारा मेरे बाबा मेरे साई मेरे बाबा मेरे साई साई राम 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 हिंदू मुस्लिम साई हिंदू मुस्लिम साई आते हैं तेरे द्वारे आते हैं तेरे द्वारे मिलते हैं तेरे द्वारे मिलते हैं तेरे द्वारे Hare. Sai Ram, 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 Sarvadharma Swarupa Sai.
Om Shri Sai Ram. On behalf of all of us gathered here, I offer my humble and loving salutations at the feet of our Divine Mother Sai. Dear elders, devotees, staff and students from the various Sathya Sai educational institutions, delegates seated here from India and many countries all over the world, and all of you joining us from different centers online through our websites. Sai Ram to all of you on the eve of the World Youth Meet inaugural program. This morning, the delegates attending the World Youth Meet, accompanied by senior students, devotees, and volunteers, went out for Gram Seva, or service in the villages. This activity is central to any youth meet that is conducted in Muddenahalli here or anywhere else in the Sai institutions, as Swami always emphasizes on sowing the seeds of service in young minds. As is the case with almost every activity that Bhagawan initiates and undertakes, meticulous planning and attention to detail precedes every initiative. And in this case too, weeks of planning went into preparing roadmaps, obtaining population statistics, and deciding the timing of food preparation and its packing thereafter. This morning, as Swami flagged off the Gram Seva program and waved off to everyone as they were seated in their buses participating in the Gram Seva, he urged everyone to march forward in their purity as ambassadors of peace and love to the villages with food, drink, and clothes. During one of the discourses at Prashantanilayam, Swami had expanded Grama Seva. G, he said, means sing the glory of God. R stands for encouraging rural leadership. A, agricultural advice. M, medical activities. A again, animal husbandry. S for social service activities. E for educational activities. V for value-based education. And all this will finally lead us to partaking ananda or bliss. In another discourse, Bhagawan said, explaining the significance of Gram Seva, if you pour spirituality into the ears of those who are hungry, it will not be assimilated. First, satisfy their hunger. Give them God in the form of food. Give them God in the form of clothes. And give them God in whatever form which will assuage fear, pain, and sorrow. It is only when this is done that spirituality can soak in their heart. Unquote. Now you might all wonder that there are poor people everywhere, in big cities, in tier 2 cities and other towns as well. But why does Swami emphasize on Seva in the villages alone? He answered this question too. He said that the real wealth of the country is in the villages, which play a major role as the provider. They feed the entire country. And not just that, Indian culture, and almost the culture of every other country, its civilization have been built up from ancient times on rural communities. And it is because of this reason that the prospect of a nation is reliant on the progress of its villages. And so it is our bounden duty, Swami always said, that it is for us to stay interested in the welfare of these villages. Likewise, in today's service programs at the villages that were attended, about 8 villages were toured extensively, 800 families and 4,000 people were served. All of our volunteers walked from door to door, greeted every member in the family there with a sairam and a smile, and gave them food and clothing and spoke to them of Swami's love. In addition, a drinking water project was inaugurated too at the Muddenahalli village. Clean drinking water will be gushing down every pipe and tap to almost 1,000 villages every single day from today onwards. These homes will be given a smart card that will be issued to every householder, and 20 liters of clean elixir will be available to them. This will be the 3rd such village to have clean drinking water in their homes, and that has been facilitated by the Sri Sathya Sai Annapurna Trust. 2 villages earlier, Siddhahalli and Bairanayakkanahalli, were also provided clean drinking water by the trust. Sharing their experiences of today's Gram Seva, we have 2 delegates who will talk to us about their lessons in practical Vedanta or Advaita philosophy in practice. The first to address us all is Sister Alessandra Briganti, I stand corrected, from Italy. She hails from a family devoted to Bhagawan and his mission. She's currently pursuing her doctorate program in geology in Italy. Sister Alessandra is an active volunteer in the youth group at Italy and helps disabled people work their way around their routine. She's also a singer and has had the opportunity to offer a few songs before Swami at various occasions. Let us welcome Sister Alessandra now.
L'amore non ha forma, l'amore non ha nome, l'amore non ha torto, l'amore non ha ragione, l'amore è un solo fiore, l'amore è un solo fiore. L'amore mio sei tu. L'amore mio sai. The words of the song mean love has no form, no names. Love is not right and it is not wrong. Love is only one flower. Sai, my love, or you. Salam. Brother and sister, I offer my humble pronouns to the lotus feet of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, and I'm really grateful of this opportunity to speak in front of you, and more grateful for the opportunity to serve him during my life, and today for the Grama Seva activity. And for this reason, I pray him to grant to all of us the opportunity to serve him more and more during our life. Brothers and sisters, the experience of this morning was very touching for me because we started today with Swami, who blessed us and gave us a lot of love. I closed my eyes to connect to him and to all people there because I felt this love running through us. And I started to feel unity with all of you, like we were really one. And this is one of the most important experience that I have when I work for Swami, in this occasion and in other occasions. During this year, we went to villages singing bhajan while we were working, and this focused our minds on Swami, so we could see Swami in everyone. And it doesn't matter what role we were playing that moment, who was giving or who was receiving, because at the end, we were only one, and we received more love than we gave. This helped me to understand in a practical way how Swami is really inside of our hearts. Because when you practice his teaching, you can put in a daily life what otherwise will be only on your minds. And this was really important for me. This is not the first time that I can do Grama Seva, because I've been here last year during the first youth meet, and this experience of today was a sort of checking point for me, because I started to change from last year to today in a very completely and deeply way, because I understand better the presence of Swami in us and in the other. So I started to be more courageous. I start to trust myself and the others better, and became more kind, more gentle, more open to others. Now I want to thank Swami because I'm here today only because of my mother. And I want to thank him because he gave me this kind of mother who was my first guru, because she was a devotee and she gave me the example in every action she did to put Swami over all other things, material things, daily things. And this was the most important things in my life, which gave me and give me, even today, the strength to improve and to change more and more. Thank you, really, Swami, for this opportunity. Salam to all.
We are going to have Brother Tirupati Nagappa from the United Kingdom address us all next. He's the founder and managing partner of Vedanta Trading in the United Kingdom, a firm that manages trading of stocks on the bourses. As an active volunteer of the UK youth group, Brother Thiru is the lead for the elderly Seva program back there. He helped formulate the dementia relief program that he conducts along with all the other able volunteers in the UK. Let's welcome Brother Tirupati Nagappa.
I offer my humble pranams at the lotus feet of our Divine Master, Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. My beloved students, elders, and brothers and sisters, Jai Sai Ram. So today, we were asked to go and do Sathya Sai Grama Seva activity today. You know, in the beginning, I was thinking that we are going to give and connect more to our heart and our love to serve. And I always enjoyed that, being in Swami's fold, understanding the importance of service and connecting to this divine love, which is so powerful beyond our thinking and our measure. But when I went there, I actually got a different lesson altogether. The first lesson that I really learned and really struck me was that we were actually receiving more than giving. So let me explain. When I went to the villager's house to distribute the prasad and to give the prasad in person, what really shook me and what gave me a paradigm shift was the conditions that they were living in. And even though whatever conditions they were living in, there was a beautiful smile on their face. There was this sense of contentment. Immediately, that made me reflect about our everyday lives, about my everyday life especially. Being a director in my business in UK with Swami's grace, you know, we have business targets to achieve. And usually when we do not achieve the targets, immediately our mind gets disappointed. And we get discontented. Even though we are given so much, we have a nice shelter to live in, we've got hot water anytime we want it to be, and we don't need to be out in the cold. We got a nice warm shelter above our roofs, especially in the UK when it gets really cold. You know, apart from having all of this, when we do not hit our targets or we do not achieve our materialistic goals like having a bigger house or a nicer car, or better, a lifestyle, immediately the mind gets discontent. And there the villages are today that I saw and really shook me is, apart from all the poverty that they have, apart from all the conditions that they have, they don't even have hot water, they don't even have even probably a meal every day, and they're still content. that really reorientated the thoughts within me. That made me really think about the service and the actions that we need to do, that I really need to do when I go back and I act in my business and in my everyday activities. The first point being that whether we reach our goals or not, whether we reach our targets in our business or everyday lives, or whether we get a better car, a better house, or whatever it is, that's not important. Let's just be content for the beautiful life that we have every single moment, that Swami has showered us with his immense, beautiful grace. Let us be first grateful for that. Let us be content for that. Let us be content that at least we have these beautiful meals every day that we have as well. Because this is a very good reference point for my mind. And I think even for all of us who went today, for us to carry forward as we work in the world, that we should be content with what we have, because these villages, even though they do not have the same conditions or luxuries that we may have, they are still content. And you know what really then inspires me now when I go back and work is this even more amazing drive, this motivation, this gusto to even work even more, to even cut down a few hours of sleep, to be inspired to serve even more, to give even more, so that the gap between the poor and the rich reduces, so that everyone gets near equally to a well-fed life and a good education that Swami has dedicated his whole life to improve the education of all these kids who are not probably even have the amenities to even afford. So that's the first thing I really connected with, and it really connects with what Swami also tells us, is which to recondition the mind to put God first, others next, and we last. Even though these are words that you may all have heard before, and I've heard before as well, uptint of times from Swami's discourses, but really today is the point where this knowledge really integrates with me, and where you eat the food, you know, rather than just knowing, just in bookish knowledge. The second thing that I would say that I really learned today was the beautiful and loving way that Swami's students actually acted and served. You know, the way that each of them knew what they had to do, the way they presented themselves in absolute perfection. You know, you could just see Swami in each and one and every one of them. And what really struck me was, when I spoke to them, and I asked them, so what do you all want to do after your degree, you know, after your studies, you know, did you all have any ambitions or careers or whatever? And each and every one of them, they had a uniform answer. And all of them said, Swami will tell us what to do. You know, that is so beautiful, because, you know, in the Gita, in the Bhagavad Gita, you know, Lord Krishna expounds to Arjuna the perfect karma yogi. You know, he talks about every actions being surrendered to the Lord. Even though I've learned that only in books, but today I saw that in action, you know, and even the students, when they said it, it was absolute purity, and they really meant it. And I would say that was my second eating of the food, where the knowledge really integrates within me. I'm really, really very grateful to Swami for giving this opportunity to really connect with this knowledge, because I believe that we are in the second phase of our spiritual journey, which is not only just to keep listening, but now to integrate this knowledge of our Bhagawan. And finally, I'd like to conclude my conversation, my talk, with a prayer to Swami. Dear Swami, increase all our faith in you, and give us the strength to serve even more than before in your divine mission to uplift mankind. Thank you, Jai Sai Ram.
Just before Swami arrived into this hall, Brother Thiru was sharing his experiences of participating in the Gram Seva with me. And he was saying that, though his firm Vedanta Trading does not achieve a lot of targets, even if it doesn't achieve its yearly targets this year, his spiritual target is to achieve contentment in every little thing he does. And that's his biggest takeaway from this year's Gram Seva program. We've all assembled here this evening for yet another reason, to celebrate the first anniversary of Sanatan Vani, the online free radio channel that Swami inaugurated. This very day last year, when this beautiful hall was inaugurated too. I'd like you to brief you all on Sanatan Vani's activities and its milestones in the last 1 year. Sanatan Vani, as you all know, is India's first community radio channel dedicating to spreading love, peace, and unity that is propagated by all religions, leaders, and educators that ever walked the face of this earth. The radio channel is a platform to invite, associate, speak, listen, contemplate, seek, practice, and realize the truth taught by all great beings that ever walked the face of earth. Through compelling talks, short and long, refreshing discussions by many groups, and unforgettable stories culled from various texts, Sanatan Vani aspires to be the voice of the eternal, the voice of God. This voice of God, we believe, is the keeper of our individual as well as collective conscience. 24/7 that our channel is available, it broadcasts through the internet and therefore is completely free of cost. We are born to celebrate our differences and rejoice our similarities. We will now play a video for you all to know what Sanatan Vani has done in the last 1 year.
The Vedas describe sound as Shabda Brahmamayi, extolling sound and words as the very basis of all things. All religions have sacred texts filled with potent words that have the ability to transport anyone to a place of complete inner peace and silence.
Words aren't mere tools of expressions. They are endowed with the power to heal, cleanse, soothe, and elevate even the innermost sanctuary of our hearts.
A year ago, when Bhagawan expressed his wish to start an internet radio channel, few could have envisaged his vision and its far-reaching impact.
A tiny smart device is a powerful tool of communication today. Bhagavan had said, out of the Navavida Bhakti, Shravanam, or listening to the names and glories of the Lord, is the first form of devotion, and therefore, the need of the hour is to start a good radio channel to spread Sanatana Dharma, the eternal truth Bhagavan had explained.
And thus was born Sanatan Vani, the voice eternal, a radio channel conceived, christened, and created by the Lord himself. And like all of God's works, his mere sankalpa was enough to manifest it. What followed next was a series of divinely timed coincidences that led to the coming together of a team that had just the right mix of talent and ability.
In a record time of 4 weeks, Sanatana Vani was live. Bhagavan launched the radio channel on the 18th of November 2015. The radio programs, Baba had said, were to be designed in such a way that the eternal truth was conveyed to every human being. They should be represented by the multi-faith, multilingual, and multi-regional leaders to achieve the ultimate goal of one world.
Practical, yet profound topics with relevance to current times and holding appeal to children, young adults, and working multitudes of global listeners were handpicked by Bhagawan himself.
Free for all, Sanatan Vani now broadcasts content from various spiritual organizations and talks by renowned thinkers and philosophers from across religions. It also features divine discourses, live from Muddenahalli programs and guided meditation, and boasts of an enviable compilation of world music, making it the go-to radio station for anything and everything spiritual.
Today, as Sanatan Vani turns a year old, we are happy to share that it has reached more than 20,000 unique listeners across 86 countries. It continues to enrich its listeners 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, striving constantly to meet the impeccable standards set up by Bhagawan.
New programs that will see first of its kind collaboration of global volunteers from countries such as Australia, Brazil, Germany, Italy, Netherlands and Malaysia, and showcasing world musicians, think tanks and spiritual organizations are now in the making. Collaboration across organization and countries. Setting up of regional radio stations. Tailored shows for all age groups.
And this is just the beginning. Stay tuned to Sanatan Vani to enjoy all this and much more. A radio channel that's dedicated to spread the word of the divine. Unite the essence of all religions and fill the World Wide Web with words that inspire and embolden everyone to tap into their inner nets.
Log in on the web or download the app on your phones. Come, listen, contemplate, understand, absorb, and make it a way of life.
At the end of today's play, if you log on to www.sanatanvani.org, you will be welcomed by a brand new website with lots of color and lot more programming. The new website will be an index and will have a description of all programs, the schedule that is played every day, including the timing. Of course, it mentions only the India timing, but all of you are free to download the app from your Android or Apple phones and then listen to the app as you go as well. We will also have a lot of opportunities for volunteers to sign up, so feel free to sign up, speak up, and say Sai Ram. You can write to us, suggest more stories, suggest new program ideas, and send us your feedback to reach@sanatanvani.org. You can now quickly catch a glimpse of the new website as we screen a few shots for you all from the home page and the other pages as well. Never mind, you can probably look at it on your laptops and your phone screens. We will now have 3 new shows that we're going to present to you from tomorrow onwards. The first show is called Rejuvenate to Rejoice. This show is all about health, happiness, nutrition, and yoga. Presented by the team of young adults from India and all around the world, they're going to talk to you about how physical health is as important as mental and spiritual health. Swami once, in fact, said that physical fitness is one of the most important things to achieve realization and union with God as well. So this show is going to talk to you about a lot of healthcare tips. You can write into us, you can call us, and we'll have small sections where you can express your doubts, and we'll have your questions answered by many experts who will be on our shows. The next show is called Journey to Oneness. It's about unity in multi-faith programs, and it'll talk about how to connect to divinity within us. I now request the team from Australia to please come and present their show to Bhagawan. The next show is going to be broadcasted not in English, not in Telugu, not in any of India's regional languages, but in Portuguese. Yes, you heard it right. It's going to be in Portuguese. It's our first foreign language show and is going to be called Amor Incondicional, that is unconditional love. The show is going to be thriving to bring joy to the native language speakers across the globe. A lot of Indian shows are going to be translated into Portuguese and played on Sanatan Vani. And we're going to have them create new shows for listeners in their country. On Swami's instruction, a short song is going to be played in Portuguese. I hope you all enjoyed the foot tapping, hip swinging number. For more of these, stay tuned to Sanatan Vani. On Swami's instructions, we'll have 3 short promo videos that we're going to play on the 3 shows that were just announced, after which we'll also have the Sanatan Vani video that will talk about all the milestones that were achieved in the last 1 year.
A Voz Eterna apresenta técnicas de meditação Paneuritmia, dança circular para a comunhão com a inteligência universal e o amor divino, através de exercícios, música e canto. Pesquisamos talentos nas ruas e os encorajamos. Ensinamos o Tai Chi Pailin para a saúde, a longevidade e a autocura. Contamos histórias para as crianças, com perguntas de entendimento ao final. Damos prêmios para as melhores respostas, inclusive das mães. Lançamento do programa Amor Incondicional, por Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Começamos com a história do jovem resiliente Estevão. Ele não tem força para mover as pernas nem as mãos, nem para clicar no mouse ou digitar. Apenas pode respirar com a ajuda de um ventilador. Assim mesmo, é um gênio da computação e o nosso melhor voluntário. Ele usa comandos de voz e programas especiais para se comunicar. Aqui está a sua mensagem. Estou agradecido pelos meus erros. Eles me ensinaram o que é correto. Futuro não existe. Preocupações não permito na minha mente. Elas são futuro. Apenas o presente importa. Algumas vezes sofrimento, algumas vezes alegria. Eu me mantenho sereno. Com equanimidade, observo o divino teatro da vida. Amor Incondicional, domingo às 15 horas e quintas-feiras às 20 horas.
Dear brothers and sisters, we are delighted to launch yet another new show on your favorite radio channel, Sanatan Vani. We bring you Rejuvenate to Rejoice. Gautam Buddha says, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, and faithfulness the best relationship. The secret of perfect health lies in keeping the mind always cheerful. Rejuvenate to Rejoice is all about health, nutrition, fitness, yoga, and meditation. It's a one-stop program to enrich and enhance your life to a healthier, vibrant, and energetic living. This show will help you connect with your inner beauty, making your body, mind, and soul dance in tune with the Creator and His creation. Let's all tune in to the Voice Eternal to rediscover, rejoice, and relive our lives in an exuberant and enlightened way.
We are going on a journey, you and I. We might not know where we're going or why. How are we going and for how long? Well, none of this matters because this journey has long begun. At times we may think we're going in different directions. We might look like we're on different paths. We may feel like we're alone on this sojourn. Or we might see familiar faces at every turn. Along the way, we will meet with challenges and roadblocks, and it's quite certain that we'll face our fears. We'll learn from others who overcame this travail, or we might succeed where everyone else has failed. At some point, we may wonder, haven't I come this way before? What is this feeling I have inside me, deep, deep within my core? It is a sign for us to slow down. We might even need to stop. For when we choose to close our eyes and listen to our breath, we might end up on top of it all, but only if we feel the rhythm of the land we're on, and only if we laugh and learn and sing that one song. Because when we find the time to love all, the time to serve all, the time we will find that this journey that seems so different for all of us is in fact our journey to oneness.
I hope you all enjoyed watching the short promos. Those of you who haven't yet caught up on the jingle, that Sanatan Vani often plays on the website and on the app. And those of you who missed catching it live last year, we're going to have a live representation and singing of the jingle right now. As the jingle is being sung, I request all the volunteers of Sanatan Vani to please come and take Swami's blessings.
The voice eternal, Sanatan Vani. The voice eternal, Sanatan Vani. Sanatan, Sanatan, Sanatan Vani. Sanatan, Sanatan, Sanatan Vani. The voice eternal, Sanatan Vani. The voice eternal, Sanatan Vani. Sanatan, Sanatan, Sanatan Vani. Sanatan, Sanatan, Sanatan Vani. The voice eternal, Sanatan Vani. The voice eternal, Sanatan Vani. Sanatan, Sanatan, Sanatan Vani. Sanatan, Sanatan, Sanatan Vani. Sanatan, Sanatan, Sanatan Vani.
On this occasion of the first anniversary of Sanatan Vani, on behalf of all the team here, I pray to you, Swami, that you bless us all to be your loudspeakers. Yes, I'm saying loudspeakers because it is you that who are going to talk. It is you that who are going to even respond to all of us. We are merely your loudspeakers. We will now have the gratitude song played. Health is wealth. And it is undisputable that the true wealth of a nation lies in the health of its children. With almost every 1 out of 10 children in India being afflicted with heart disease, Swami, out of his immense compassion, willed the setting up of the cardiac care centers, first at Raipur in the state of Chhattisgarh, in the heart of India, and now at Palwal, close to New Delhi, the capital of India. We will now have a short video that is played on the Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani hospitals that will talk to you about the immense work that the hospitals are doing in the area of cardiac care.
Beyond any distinction, religion, caste, creed, nationality and economic status, highest quality and loving medical care will be provided completely free of charge to all patients at the Sri Sathya Sai hospitals, said Sri Sathya Sai Baba. The true wealth of the nation lies in the health of its children. In India, unfortunately, 1 out of every 100 children are born with a cardiac ailment. Little hearts need mending and are often not detected nor cared for in time. It is to address this sad and unserved need the Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Hospital was established in Naya Raipur in November 2012. Completed in a record 9 months, the Center for Child Heart Care in Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani offers diagnostic cardiology services and surgical treatment of all congenital heart diseases. So far, over 10
We will probably replay the video as soon as the glitch is resolved. I'd like to let you all know that more than 2,700 surgeries have been performed to date since November 2012. And almost 20,000 patients have been treated here at the Raipur Hospital. We will now have Sri C. Srinivas, the chairman of the Sri Sathya Sai Health and Education Trust, speak to us on his journey in Swami's healthcare mission. In his 4-decade-long association with Bhagawan, he has been championing the cause of healthcare. He was instrumental in setting up the Sri Sathya Sai Super Speciality Hospitals, first at Prashantanilayam and later at Whitefield, Bangalore. Having successfully overseen the setting up of these 2 temples of healing, Swami entrusted him with the responsibility of establishing the Sri Sathya Sai brand of hospitals. After Raipur, he is now tasked with the responsibility of ensuring the smooth running of the International Center for Pediatric Cardiac Sciences and Research close to New Delhi. He will now share his rich experiences with all of us. Looking forward to hear from you, sir.
Most beloved and dearest Swami, my very dear members of the youth, in particular who have come from, I understand, over 30 countries, and the ever-increasing number of youth that always converge into this beautiful hall. I will go first with Sister Alessandra when she said, the first experience this morning was of the feeling of oneness that comes about you whenever you engage in any work that goes with the sacred name of Sathya Sai. How very true. The indescribable peace that comes with oneness, the need in the world that we live in can only be filled with that oneness that we seek, hope, and pray for. I will also go with Tirupati, who said that as a youth, the most important thing that he cherishes and wishes to work for and work on is to keep Swami first and in the front of everything in his life. Again, so distinguishing about the youth. I am sure the youth who have come, and also each one of us who come into this cradle of education in this beautiful valley, seek to learn the lessons of life, and keeping Swami in front of us as the most important meaning, purpose, could be the completeness of education itself. How beautiful it is for a moment if we think when each of you endeavor to keep Swami not just as the center of your lives, but the only valid necessity of your life. I can tell you, after a few more years of experience, that nothing can come close to that in enriching and enlightening your lives. So the first takeaway, my dear members of the youth, is to keep Swami constantly, endlessly, as the front and the end and the great in-between in life. If you stay with that, believe you me, you will see life in so many beautiful colors. You will find yourself experiencing that oneness which is so vital in today's world. Though I know you said you come from 30 countries, each country is going through what it is going through, and nothing could be more true as a universal remedy or panacea than to learn to keep Swami as the front and the end and the in-between in our life. What happens when you do this? I just came this morning from a state in North India which goes by Haryana, which is where I see a good part of my life now is going to be spent, which is where the Sathya Sai Center for Pediatric Cardiac Sciences and Research is going to open very shortly, when it will be dedicated to humanity by the Prime Minister of India. When you keep Swami in the front, the distinguishing feature is the youth in particular. This was told to me actually by a general in the Indian Army this morning while we were traveling to the airport, when he spoke to me about what he called the psychology of human competence. It is something interesting which I think should be a cardinal message that you can take home. What constitutes or comprises the psychology of human competence? He said, acting on what you hear, living on what you believe to be true, making your life's pursuit a reflection of the reality that you believe in. Your unique life tells me that you don't rest in your life with what you hear. You are not satiated, or your thirst is not quenched by just what you see, but you keenly intend to follow that into meaningful action. The youth of today and the youth of tomorrow, the Sai youth, address the dreams of tomorrow by truly working on the realities of today. Living on what this glorious Sanatan Vani, which was so beautiful in its entire spectrum and its rainbow of report here of presentations, touching every part of fabric of our life. I cannot but salute what Sanatan Vani has done in 1 year, because to me, honestly, it has humbled me as to how a fertile young mind, when it is touched by the divine, can work. To even conjure up so much and to see how it can make a difference to us in different parts of the world is itself a most commendable effort. To put that into a form and shape and structure to make sense to us is an even more difficult task. And to keep that alive, to keep that so that we engross everything that is brought, as she said, as Swami's voice, is no mean task. I can only once again salute every member of the Sanatan Vani. Greater glory to you and greater strength to you. So the Sai youth lives on what it hears, acts on what it sees. It does not rest by leaving the hall just in overawe of what it heard or saw. The journey begins from the moment it steps out. And the journey truly begins when you leave a holy presence. That distinguishes the man of action from just the man, which is what the Sai youth is. And my dear brothers and sisters in youth, the psychology, I believe, of human competence teaches us in a beautiful phrase which I'd like you to remember as a small mantra in your life: to sacrifice fear at the altar of faith. To sacrifice fear at the altar of faith. There can be nothing more closer as a formula for the youth than to sacrifice or learn to sacrifice our multifarious fears at this inexplicable but powerful reality which we try to get in of faith. I must confess, at least I'm speaking for myself, I do know the youth are a very vibrant lot. They have no semblance sometimes of fear, and I see it when the way they conduct themselves. It is quite possibly non-existent today for many of the youth, but I must confess, I have confronted fear. I must also confide in you that I have drawn strength in this inscrutable altar of faith. What at this point in time is the altar of faith? Truly, as you see Swami work through you, this is an experience really. When you achieve, which is most certainly unachievable by human endeavor, you see signs of that great power of faith at work. I will have to give you this example. If in 5 months you can even dream in a new geography, in certainly an alien land, if you can manage to do what you do and have, in a few days' time from now, to put stethoscope to the child's heart or to do an echocardiogram to the child in a region, as I said, which is alien, in a building which seemed unbuildable, with an equipment which you thought would take over 6 months to come, with human personnel who have to be skilled, capable, and competent to do this, hard to find if they from somewhere like the stars in the sky fall, and a million other things that conjure up to make a beautiful pattern and design in front of you. You see how powerful and beautiful it is when you surrender yourself to this great altar of faith. Surrendering our fear and sacrificing our fear at this great altar of faith is going to be the hallmark of a Sai youth. Because the Sai youth will be called upon to do things not just seemingly undoable, but quite definitely undoable. You saw from the little clip of the teaser, when you saw little Stephen Hawking, who seemed just incapable of anything but working through thought, and he said, worry and fear is an item of the future. He had surrendered at the altar of faith. Faith is going to be that vesture, my dear brothers and sisters, the youth are going to wear. Faith that comes from all the power that you cannot imagine and even comprehend, but it is more real to you than the breath you take. I have learnt it the hard way, but I think the youth are more blessed because it is a natural to them. There is immense hope and faith that I see from the 200 youths that have come from different parts of the world. Numbers do not matter when it comes to faith. It is enough for the one or the power of one to manifest itself into the powers of the many. It is enough if one Vivekananda or one Mother Teresa or one Alessandra or one Tirupati or one of the several youths that are here who can fire and create a world that Swami wants us to do. The task ahead of you is no mean task. The road ahead of you is long and filled with many an arduous turn, many an obstacle, many a big climb, but I for one know, because you who have faith in your heart and love as the very breath are more than equal to that task. You are truly lions going to be at work. This is the power of faith that Swami invests in the youth that you are. You are chosen, you are blessed, you are singularly fortunate. You are no accident of the human race, but you are truly a chosen instrument of the divine. Time will remember this beautiful section of youth for not just what they did, but for more importantly, for what they believed in and for what they stood by. You will stand by for the love that you have for dear Swami, a love that founds itself and gives you the strength of faith. I can only embrace each one of you because you are so fortunate and you truly are my very own. May these few days become the most blessed days of yours, and the days thereafter become even more sacred and blessed. May you continue to feel that oneness wherever you go, because when you feel that oneness, you are one with dear Swami, He is one with you. May all the glory of the worlds be yours, not just now, but here on. God bless, and my very best wishes to each of you.
We have less than 10 days for the Delhi hospital to be inaugurated, and Sir is here talking to all of us on the most we can make of this meet. We will now have Sri B.N. Narsimurthy, Chief Mentor and Senior Trustee of the Sri Sathya Sai Lok Seva Trust, address all of us.
Om Shri Sai Ram. With humble salutations at the lotus feet of our most beloved Bhagawan, esteemed elders, dear brothers and sisters, and Bhagawan's very, very valuable children, the youth from all over the world. As always, I stand here at the command of Bhagawan. In fact, I never ever imagined that I have to speak now. In fact, the first words of Alessandra silenced my mind and gave me an experience of oneness, which is the ultimate end of all pursuit of wisdom. I just stand here to congratulate all the young men and women who have assembled here, and all the students, and even the observers for this World Youth Meet, which is coming up from tomorrow morning. I welcome, I congratulate, you have got a very golden opportunity. As Swami asked me to do, I have to just announce that Swami is going to grant his message tomorrow morning and not now. Thank you, Sai Ram.
Swami has very kindly agreed to bless all the delegate kits that will be distributed to all the delegates and students in a short while. We will now have the Mahamangal Harti.
Om Shri Sai Ram. The morning program will commence at 10 a.m. It will be the inaugural session of the World Youth Meet 2016. It also happens to be Ladies' Day, and we will have one representative from every country marching with their country flags tomorrow morning, welcoming Bhagawan into this grand auditorium. We will have 2 talks by youth and thereafter 2 talks by elders, followed by Bhagawan's discourse on the inaugural session. And in the evening, we will have cultural programs. Sai Ram.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Sathya Sai Hare Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Pati Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Shashivadana Shrikara Sarva Pranapate Swami Sarva Pranapate Ashita Kalpalatika Ashita Kalpalatika Papatandava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Guru Deva Marirantayumire Swami Marirantayumire Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nagendra Shayana Om Jai Jagadish Hare Omkara Rupa Ojasvi Sai Mahadeva Sathya Sai Mahadeva Mangalarati Anduko Mangalarati Anduko Mandara Giridhari Om Jai Jagadish Hare Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Jai Sadgurudeva Shanti 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 Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Shanti 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 Jai Bolo Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba Ji ki Jai